Presentation. I would like to call on stage Henri Biès-Péré, Second Vice President of FNSEA, and we are having a testimony on AgDataHub. Please welcome him. Where is he? Yeah.
Je me présente au-delà de mes fonctions de deuxième vice-président.
Well, I'm second deputy president of the FNSEA. My name is Henri Biès-Péré, and I'm a dairy producer and maize producer in the maize grower. In this region in France. I'd like to say a few words about our organization, about the way we try to optimize and valorize data collected in the agricultural farming sector. We mentioned sensors and robots quite a lot in the last few hours, and we know that this has been the case, but for a few years. But we don't know how these data are stored and then optimized. You've very well summarized the new avenues for better use of agricultural data in order to reassure the customers and the consumers, and in order to better preserve biodiversity by better adjusting phytosanitary product quantities or fertilizers quantity. And we also have to better know how to protect animal welfare. So, as we've heard on several occasions, data are stored, of course, in mobile phones, in drones, etc., etc. But we also have fully connected dairy halls. We also have the data collected by the bankers, by service providers of the farming sector. They all use and store data. So, this raises quite a lot of questions, especially concerning data use, and we are very involved in trying to understand who can have access to the data, who is using them, to check whether they have got value or can create value and retrieve some part of this value, give back some part of this value to the farmers. I would say value return. And beyond what has been said so far, we thought of designing a new label, Data Agri, for all the operators in the production line. And this label will give a guarantee to the farmers in terms of legibility. And we would like machine manufacturers, automated machine manufacturers, to have an legible, easily user-friendly contract with the end users, with the farmers, ensuring full transparency concerning the data collection storage, the storage locations, and portability when possible. Of course, we have been thinking of defining several clauses, entitling the farmer to give his or her consent if needed, and we also have been thinking of the possibility for the farmer to deny a contract if not satisfied with all the clauses I have just touched upon. And we, of course, we also have discussed all the confidentiality issues. And So we have designed the AgDataHub initiative because we would like our data to be controlled by foreign entities or bodies, and we want this AgDataHub to pool the data, to protect the exchanges, and to supply new services to the farmers. If you have a look at this quite complex graph, you will see, at least on the left-hand side, you've got the farm, and on the right-hand side, you've got the uses. So we did focus on the red dots, that is to say, data collection infrastructures. So this AgDataHub shows data collection. We are not dealing with this, but we are dealing with a central block in red, which covers a multipass project. This multipass project is meant to manage consents, farmers' consents, for example, operators' consents, in a kind of automated way. We also have another project entitled Numagri, which focuses on the standardization of collected data. And what we want is all the operators to have a common language in order to offer new services. And we also have a third project entitled Happy Agro, platform for data exchanges. This platform doesn't collect data, but this platform makes it possible for farmers to make their own data available to the community. But of course, this is done and within the framework of a contract and with a pay, and it's not a free access platform. And this, of course, can help in terms of consent management, for instance. As you can see here, we do work with European and French operators, with Orange when it comes to storage and consent. But we also work together with GS1 for standards and with DAWEX for data exchange concerning the technological data exchange. The whole infrastructure that you have on this slide will be available for further deployment with some partners we have mentioned previously. This is how we would like to make access more available and more widespread, and in order to guarantee the farmers, the producing farmers, the fact that they will remain owners, the owners of their data, in order to go one step further in supporting farmers in their activity thanks to AI. And another goal is to upgrade farming production thanks to all these contributions, which will enhance visibility and traceability of our productions. This is how we try to prepare the future of the farming, the future of the farming world and of farming activities, but by always stressing the fact, by highlighting that the farmer remains the owner of the data supplied. Thank you.